March the 3rd, making this tankards, bird vases. 25 tea bowls. Hi folks, welcome. Yeah, I'm just here. Just doing a making list of stuff that I need to be getting on with making. Oh yeah, I've got some espresso cups. Somebody was asking me about some espresso cups. So yeah, we'll make 25 espresso cups. So, welcome everybody. Yeah, I'm just here trying to organise my life. A making list is a useful thing to have. So, actually I've already done the tankards, so we can cross them off. Maybe we'll do some tea bowls. Yeah. Hey, thanks a lot folks for joining us. It is the 4th of March. We had 5 inches of snow last night. I'm just here on the bench. I'm just wedging up a little bit of clay here. Yeah, I'm just holding these tankards back. They've got a plastic over them, which is going to keep them nicely moist for me, because I've got to come back and so yeah, it's a good idea. Have a making list, you know. Definitely. Let's just bring the camera in on this. A little bit of spiral kneading. See if we can learn something there on that. The thing about spiral kneading is get your body moving. Let your weight of your body do the work. You see? You want to keep your arms relatively straight when you do this. Bend your left leg. If you come here on a workshop, I'll show you how to do it. I can't promise you that you will have success. That's a little bit up to you, but I can show you how to do it. So, and then to finish it off, I just let this part kind of consume the rest of it. You see? Little weighing balance, useful thing to have. And then I use a plastic bag. We'll put lots in there. I'm going to need more clay, but it'll do for now, just to get going. So, we're going to do some weighing up. I'm going to make these. I'm going to make these guys, let's see. Thing to think about with tea bowls is you don't want them really too thin in the wall, because if they're rather thin in the wall, then the hot tea, you can't really hold them because they don't have handles. So we don't want to be mean with the amount of clay. Plus there's some trimming we're going to need to do. So we're going to make them a pound. Alright? Let's go for a pound. That's what I usually aim for, about a pound. There again. Also, certainly if you are a repeat thrower, then you want to weigh your clay up, you see. So then I put it into the bag like that. 16 ounces. There we go. Just want to be careful when you're adding little pieces to a larger lump that you don't trap air. So just add those pieces a little bit carefully. So I get it within half an ounce. $15.80. $15.80. Okay. Yeah, this winter is dragging on. Is it dragging on where you are? It is here in Pennsylvania. We are through with winter. It's no longer a novelty. Okay, well I got 5 lumps. It's not going to take me very far, is it? 5 lumps, but that's all we're going to have time for right now in this video. So, let's take these lumps over to the wheel. Over here, the sun is now shining through. Get this over here, get this situated. La la la. Yeah, something like that. I need some hot water there, don't I? Agua caliente. No, that's not much, is it? That's okay, I guess. A bit more water there. Right, we're in the picture. Are we in the picture? There we are. Let's have a look. Have we got our tools? Throwing stick, sponge stick, needle, leather. We have a leather, don't we? Yep, leather here with a little bit of orange on the top. They work really well, those. I'm pleased with those leathers. So, and then I've got my wire over there. So it looks like we are all set. Maybe just pull it back a touch. Just a touch. Okay, that will do. Don't need that gauge anymore, do I? Well, it's good to be back with you folks, I'll tell you. I've been, yeah, just the cold and the weather is like, doesn't motivate you, does it, to get you out there? Okay, some tea bowls. Yes, but now I've got to get out here now. Whatever the weather, we're gonna make some stuff. So when I make tea bowls, as I said previously, you know, don't make them like wafer thin. I don't think that's a good idea. So just be a little generous in the clay, and don't have the wheel going around too fast. So basically it's sort of like a I have an idea in mind when I make a tea bowl, you know. These kind of tea bowls, I suppose, are technically sort of winter tea bowls, you know, that they would use for drinking tea during the winter time. They tend to be a little bit like a closed-in form, whereas the other ones, which they use them more in the summer, are a little wider, more open. At least that's my understanding of it. I've never been to Japan, so, but I like making tea bowls because they're a little bit more relaxed. I'm not working to a gauge. I'm not trying to make them all different necessarily. Yeah. Now, these will be trimmed down here in the foot. So just stick them down there, just like that. Once is enough. And just leather the tops. Now, yes. Like that. Cut through. White hands there. Okay. Now, when I start making these tea bowls, I'll start sort of with a sort of basic shape in my mind, and then I'll probably, vary it a little bit, you know, as you might sort of feel you want to. So my overall here, I've just noticed, is making a bit of dust, so I need to douse it down with some water. If you notice your apron is making dust, which it does all the time, it's just that you're not aware of it because you don't see it, but as the sun is shining in here, I saw it and it reminded me, douse your apron down, you know, with some, damp it down, keep the dust in. Okay. Now some people, when they make tea bowls, you'll notice they try and make them all irregular, you know. So one way of doing that, if you want to do that, is before you really sort of pull it up, you want to see what I've done. I made it into an ashtray. It's where I'm going to put my cigarettes, you like. So yeah, they'll hit the lip like that, you see, and then in the process of raising it, lifting it up, you get this sort of, you get a kind of irregular feel to the lip. sometimes feel that is a little bit contrived, if you know what I mean. You know, having to do that. All well and good, you know, if it happens naturally in the process, but to sort of to start off by having to bash it about like that to get a sort of result, I don't know. I certainly I much prefer it if it's happening more naturally, I think. But on the other hand, I suppose. So this one, you see, has got a little bit of a wavy rim. And it's got a bit of ribbing on the outside there. Now that can be quite nice, some ribbing. I know you see me quite often get rid of ribbing, don't you? And you probably think, oh, Simon, he doesn't like any ribbing. Well, that's not actually strictly true. It's just that it depends what you're making, really. Now, if you leave ribbing like that and you leave it all wet on the outside, for certain shapes that doesn't suit me because I can't lift it off the wheel because it's all wet. But these are slightly different because they're a little bit undercut at the foot, so I can actually get underneath it, you see, and get them off. A lot of the reason I clean off my pots is to facilitate getting the pot off the wheel. Alright. So you see I can lift it off at the bottom there because that's where I use the my throwing stick. Maybe we'll move the camera down here a bit, shall we? So you're at a slightly lower angle and also, let's see, yeah, let's just unwind this and then I'll zoom it in a touch. Sometimes it just helps to see things, doesn't it, from a different perspective. So we'll go there and now we'll pull that in a bit like that. How about that? Give that a shot, okay? So, you see, this is where this kind of wheel is much better than an electric wheel because I've got more control over the clay as it's going around because I'm the motor. I haven't got to think and then change the speed to the thing using a pedal. So I like to keep it kind of revolving slowly. Bring that up like that. Of course, when you're making a tea bowl, really, it's the throwing is half of it. Really, the trimming, you could say, is is the other half, you see. The cutting of the foot. That is the important part of a tea ball. Apart from the shape and the form of it, it's the cutting of the foot. So I'm going to use my throwing stick now just to apply it to the side and just see what happens. Just get some feel into it like that, some broad sort of. Touch. And maybe just a touch of a flare out at the top. And use a chamois leather because it strengthens the lip. You're compressing the lip with a chamois leather, and you are also making it round and smoothing it. Okay. Now, when you're doing these tea bowls, if you are going to go and make some, just keep a little bit free in your heart and spirit as you do it. Don't get too sort of in your head about it. What on earth are you talking about, Simon? Sort of don't overthink it. Sort of have a sort of general direction that you're going to be going in, and then sort of let it kind of let it evolve as you make it. Yeah, and you can kind of experiment a little bit as you go. It does help to, of course, goes without saying, to have some basic cylinder throwing practice under your belt before you start to try and make tea bowls. Oh, that reminds me, I must add to my making this GP bowls. Clean out of GP bowls, general purpose bowls. You know, my cereal bowls, soup bowls. Yes. We get the inside nice and smooth on the inside, and yeah, you'll make a bunch and then you'll look at them and you'll sort of go down the line and you'll say, nah, don't like that one, don't like that one, like that one, you know. So stick it down the base there. Oh, we got one more. We still in the picture? Are we in the picture? Yeah, we do, aren't we? We are indeed. Yeah, maybe I'll do some wax on these, perhaps. Some wax resist sort of decoration, and then some iron slip. Fancy doing some iron slip with it, and then a glaze over the top, my milky glaze over the top of that. So you can think of these as bowls. By the fact that the inside is rather sort of nice rounded in the base. I want to sort of imagine them, you know, you're holding it in your hand, cupping it. Leather. Yeah. There you have it, folks. Those are the 5 lumps I weighed up. Yeah. There they are. Yeah, they're all pretty similar, aren't they, I suppose? But good. So have a making list, have a plan, GP bowls. I think we could probably do 30 GPs. Yeah, 30 GPs. All right. Thanks for joining us, folks, for this short video. Hope that's inspired you. Come and join us for a keep practicing workshop here in my studio. The dates are on my website. If you go there, you'll see lots of dates. Pick a date, write to me and ask me if it is available. That's that. Another question I get constantly asked is, Simon, it says on your Etsy shop that you don't ship internationally. Well, I do ship internationally. It also does say actually on the Etsy shop, international orders, please contact me. Because I have to calculate the shipping costs, you see.